This next little segment here, we celebrate humans on the planet, starting with our creator spotlight. And we also say goodbye to our friends, Richie, John, and Marty. They're going to get on with their day. But let's quickly go on the table, guys. What do we take from the show today? It's a good show today. We put a lot on the table. We put, Richie, your story. We talked about ways to de-escalate arguments. We talked about the power of the mindset, practicing habits. Marty, what'd you take from the show today, brother?
Man, great show, man. Johnny laid some bars out. Ty Hoskin started off. He took over in the beginning, but he said some great stuff, especially about speaking, because I look forward to speaking someday. But great show. And, of course, Jory. Jory's always leaving us with gems. Man, amazing show.
Awesome. Johnny, what'd you take from today's show, brother?
I think I really liked the part where we were talking about ways for people to address conflict in a better way, because I think in general we get so distracted by conflict.
Yes.
And when it comes down to it, if we can focus on what matters, we're going to be happier, we're going to be more successful. The list goes on.
Yes, very true. Christina, what did you take from today's show? I'm sorry, Richie, what did you take from today's show, brother?
And I have a half page of notes here. I think we talked about some good shit today. Man, the most important, though, for me that I know I need to work on is the de-escalation. When I'm in an argument, I think that I'm okay, and I can always use work and everything in managing people that are in arguments or in those conflicts. But when I'm in it, man, it's tough, dude. So I really got a lot out of that. It was powerful.
Yeah. Christina, what did you take out of today's show there, Coach?
I just love the bit on gut health, quite frankly. Like I said, I don't think we talk about it enough. I think it's something that you don't require a lot of money to start it. It's something you could start today. Jory said it could start with as simple as hydration. And I'm the first one to admit that I hydrate a lot with coffee. So I need to get better on the water. And I know that my gut, it ain't great. So I think that feels approachable, right? I think a lot of times, and we look at this panel here, these are incredibly accomplished folks. Sometimes it feels like, where do I start though? How do I even get there? And I think we often leave folks with one at least approachable thing to do today. If you want to focus on your gut health today, start hydrating. If you want to focus on de-escalating an argument with your partner, start with, am I understanding you correctly? Simple, easy, practical. I love that shit.
Yeah, me too. And that's really, I think, what I took from today's show as well was more so around the de-escalating arguments. When I saw that topic in my feed today, I'm like, perfect. Because that is, and Richie, you said it, man, it's a practice, right? It's something you got to do every single day, right? Whether it's your partner, your kid, your colleague at work, there's going to be conflict. And if we can work at de-escalating it before it even gets there through the power of communication, and we talked about that today with Ty Hoskin, man, that's powerful. So Nation, I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation today. I hope you guys took something from it and to help you get through your day today. So John, Marty, Richie, I know you guys got some big accomplishments to rock and roll after today. You guys have a good one. We'll catch up a little later.
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right. Richie, John, and Marty are heading out. We're going to pivot to the community corner where we celebrate some of the amazing people out there that are making a difference in the world. And Christina, we have somebody today who's true inspiration in business and entrepreneurship. And this person, for the creator spotlight, Jimmy, there's my cue there when we post-produce the whole thing. I just dropped that word in there so we know that, okay, creator spotlight.
Tag. Yeah. There's the tag. We know we go back.
There's the tag. Exactly. All right. So this person, business and entrepreneurship, inspired by that whole area, is a VC for tech stars. He sources and supports startups for Techstars accelerator programs, focusing on growth and successful program execution. He's an ecosystem leader dedicated to building bridges in venture capital, providing mentorship and guidance to early stage founders. Hey, if you're an entrepreneur tuning in right now, this person might be somebody you might want to lean into. He's a champion for Black and Brown founders. He focuses on increasing access to VC funding for underrepresented founders. Oh, I love this, Christina. Emphasizing skills, opportunity, and network. And he's an expert in startup acceleration. I'm telling you, Nation, if you're an entrepreneur and you're feeling you're underrepresented, this person might be for you. Skilled in deal sourcing and relationship management to help startups navigate the landscape. Today's Mornings in the Lab Creator Spotlight.
I'm gonna do a drum roll.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah. So today's Mornings in the Lab Creator Spotlight is Cordello Brown from New York, United States, venture capitalist. Christina, why are we highlighting Cordello today from New York?
Yeah, so based in New York right now. He made the big jump from Alabama. I don't know why his profile picture isn't showing up there, but it's on his LinkedIn. Cord, I have had the pleasure, and you don't always say that with people that you worked with before, but I have had the pleasure of working with Cord and knowing Cord for around 5 years. And he's one of those people that, whether you're seeing him online, whether you're meeting him in person, he and I have actually never met in person. He's one of those internet friends, but he is the same dude regardless. He shows up, he knows his values, he works incredibly hard at everything he does. He's mission focused. So he's all about, when we worked together, we worked for an organization called Founder Gym, which was about teaching Black and brown founders. How do they develop the skill? We often don't really acknowledges, how do you develop the skill of raising VC funding? Oftentimes, you might be able to get access to a network, but that's incredibly difficult, especially if you look at the percentages of Black and brown founders that get funded by VC capital. And then you need to know, if you actually get access to that network, what do you actually do with it? And how do you make best use of it? So Cord has always been really focused on that. I know from a personal perspective, he's always been really focused on his health and his wellness and making sure that he's bringing the best him to it. And I just think we don't always see this in VC. Let's be real. Not only are the statistics related to VC funding on Black and brown founders incredibly poor, but the actual representation of Black and brown founders and Black and brown people in VC is very limited. And Cord is one of those people, and he's trying to change that system, which you got to have a lot of love and respect for. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're exploring what does this look like, connecting with Cord on LinkedIn, seeing how he's doing things, looking at the education that he's trying to provide people on what do I actually do when I want to explore this path, and what are some of the realities I need to acknowledge on that path, Cord's the right guy to do it.
Awesome. Cordello Brown, we are celebrating you today. Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Friends. Hey, listen, you can connect with him on LinkedIn. Go find him, connect with him on LinkedIn. You can learn more about his work at Techstars and his mission to support diverse founders. There you go. Creator Spotlight. Listen, if you know someone doing amazing things and you're like, we got to get this person on the show, come knock on Christina Flynn's door, come knock on my door, so we can get them celebrated in the Community Corner and the Creator Spotlight. We do have a new segment coming up in a couple weeks in Community Corner. We sat down with our friend Mario Hernandez yesterday, Christina. So we got some exciting things happening in the community that we're excited to share with all of you in the coming days and weeks. All right, we're going to wrap up our Community Corner segment. And Arm, I appreciate you as well today. I see your comment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all say the no roll, go over and get up, back to sleep. No hit the snooze button. Just get up and get going. Love it. You're getting up and doing just that, which is what we do here every single day at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Friends. All right, Tina, let's get into the business. Let's get into the business and branding segment with your cartoon character, Keith Phillips over here.
You're going to do